Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we are here to look at new limited edition holiday offering from Givenchy. So glad to have you here. Don't forget that you can also come visit me over on Instagram, TikTok, and on Threads. But we have a lot to do here today on YouTube. This is the famous Givenchy Le 9 palette, and I've seen some golds and I've seen some other Givenchy holidays, but this one they are actually calling on their website limited edition Christmas. They're actually calling it that, and it is more traditional holiday jewel tone shades, as you can see here, but of course we're going to swatch it and play with it, of course. We have had so many pastel releases for this holiday season, and we don't usually see pastel until spring, but traditional spring, I know in every hemisphere it is different seasons, of course, but generally it follows North America, Europe, and that's just what they follow, fashion houses. So generally we get these kind of jewel tones, but we're getting a lot of pastels. So this is a nice little bit of a break. But holidays are also a time, let's be honest with each other, where sometimes brands don't put out their best stuff. I know, it's a shame, but there's a lot of a buying frenzy around the holidays, and sometimes we don't get the best. So I really want to look at this critically. I have a few things to say, but then we're going to try it on together, and we'll do two different looks together. Okay, this is the Prism shaped eyeshadows. As you can see, 9 of them in jewel tone holiday shades. The one I picked up anyway, and it is $67, and it is slowly closing there. There you go, so you can see it a little bit better. Prism shaped, they are beautiful and buttery shades. We are going to take a look at them, but let me also tell you that everything we use today will be linked below in the description bar. You can just click to open it and elongate it and see everything there. So you can click to do any purchasing, and also down there you will see a link to join our membership here on YouTube for this channel. It is $4.99 a month, and we do every week we do gossipy, so gossipy. We're just terrible lives. So I would love to have you join us there down below. All right, let's go ahead and take a look now at these shades, these jewel tone shades in both interior, studio lighting, and exterior. First, starting with studio lighting. Here we go. Here are all 9 shades. Let me see what you think of those. I think there's some that are similar, and in a way they build on each other because they're kind of similar but in different textures, from satin to shimmer. But I think you're going to see it a little better. And I want you to know that when we go outside, I'm going to really zoom in on some shades that I think are very similar. Some of them different textures, and that's understandable, and other times almost feeling like a little bit of a repeat. Let's take this outside into the warm California sunshine and take a look at it there. The 2 shades, there's kind of a pinky white and then a ivory white, and I think they're a little bit similar. And I do think 3 of the berry shades are a bit similar as well. The 2 kind of orange shades are a little bit different. Let me show you what I mean here. We have 2 shades here, kind of a copper and more of a brighter orange. Those are very different. These 3 are very similar. This shade doesn't show up too well, and these 2 on the eye might end up looking similar. This one, of course, to darken or line. So we have to see what we kind of feel about this palette. Is this beautiful Givenchy luxury shadows, or are we having the holiday wool pulled over our eyes? The other thing we are going to make use of today, because let me tell you, these are back in a big way, and that is the included brushes. So Givenchy includes 2 brushes, and these aren't your grandma's cotton swab applicators. They are actual little brushes that are formulated to work well with the formula of the shadow. And if you haven't noticed, this is becoming quite a thing lately. For years, we got cruddy ones where the sponge tip would kind of pull off and you'd have to throw the thing away or poke yourself in the eye with the hard plastic underneath. And for years we just threw it away, and a lot of companies stopped including them as we all got into more Japanese artisanal brushes. Well, they're kind of back, and as I even have mentioned before on this channel, Clé de Peau sells replacements in case you've lost them or you want to start a collection. So I just thought I would tell you that. All right, I want to do 2 different eye looks here, but let me just take a moment to say, please look below. And if you have not subscribed yet to this channel, make sure that you do. I don't want you to miss anything. We have so many holiday releases. It is nonstop around here. Plus, of course, it helps the channel grow. Okay, let's get started. And for at least one of the eye looks, we will use this here. And I'm kind of curious about how to make these two. Yeah, I'm kind of curious here. Let's do a kind of orange-based look. And I will start with the included brush, the longer of the 2 brushes, on this eye over here. Looks like my concealer needs to be blended a bit. Okay. I will start on this eye here. I like these included brushes when they're good, but I will tell you that I am spoiled, and I still prefer my Sonia G, and I still prefer my Rephr. But you guys have told me so much that you really would like to see me use the included brushes. And if you're traveling, I mean, it is really nice. They do apply well. Using the other brush that is included with the palette, I want to go ahead and go into this brighter orange shade right here, really pretty, and just kind of put that onto the inner corner and center of the eye. And to me, I do admit that these are handy dandy little brushes, but like I said, I still love my brush. I do. And I'm going to take this going back into this deeper shade here. I'm going to run it underneath the eye. And then I'm going to put that down, go into my Sonia G, and just darken up this area here. It's just what you're used to, guys. But did I test those out just now for travel? Absolutely. And were they pretty? Very much so. I just like the feel of my brushes. We like what we like, right? Okay. There is a very quick kind of copper tone orange eye. See what you think there? Really pretty, huh? For holidays. Kind of a different take on the jewel tone. But let me just go back real quick. Let me stick this one right here. Same brush, just into the corner there, because I just kind of want to make use of it. They're so similar, those 2 shades. There we go. Okay, that looks a little better with a kind of bright corner like that. All right, going into here, I'm going to use a Sonia G brush. Let's do something with these reds. Let's start with this really deep red. And I just want to kind of put that just in the outer portion of the eye, kind of down and around. Yeah, and that could be, it's fighting me a little bit. That's what I was wondering about. It's fighting me a little bit. It's pretty, but it's hesitating on the eye to apply. The reason why I'm going into all these shades and the reason I'm doing 2 eye looks. Yeah, that's hesitating a little bit. I was able to work with it, make it do what I wanted, make it submit to my will, but it hesitated, which is a shame because this is a really pretty palette. And I'm going to take this shade right here, which is so similar, and just put that in the middle. Much nicer, that satin. Much, much nicer, much easier to work with. Blending that up and around. And I made up for it. I mean, this is really turning out to be a really pretty berry eye, but I am telling you that this shade right here wanted to hesitate. And then I'm going to take that same brush, just kind of flip it over and go in here. And these are all kind of similar shades. And this one, it's applying, but okay. And I could darken this up with, I could put this little black in just to kind of break this up a little bit. You know, because otherwise, and this has a little bit of glitter in it, and it's not actually too dark. You would think that this black would be darker. All right, lots to say. 2 very pretty holiday eye looks. Let me show them to you, and then already I have some serious opinions here. All right, so first of all, we have kind of an orange eye, and we have this kind of jewel tone cranberry eye. Both are very holiday appropriate and very pretty. Now let me tell you my thoughts. I love Givenchy, and I think these are adorable and great for travel, these little brushes. I think these berry shades, though they differ in formula, are too similar, and some of them hesitate. I think so I had some trouble with this shade, maybe a little bit of trouble with this one. I think these 2 shades are very similar, and this shade here in the middle is so buttery soft, but has 0 color payoff. Let's do it again. Watch this. Come on. It just looks like I got a little bit of dirt on me, so color payoff on these is not fantastic. This black shade, which you think would just be amazing, it's kind of a purpley black, doesn't really have a lot of color payoff. Also, look at that. Very faint. I worked with them and I could build them up and I could make them work, but I don't think this is Givenchy at their best. I have liked the Le 9 eyeshadow quads in the past, and I do like the formula, and I love the case, and I love how it looks, and I do like these two looks. Obviously, I would do one or the other. I do think I got really pretty looks out of them, but I think there's so much competition in the marketplace. These are two similar in shade and two kind of patchy. I don't want to struggle. I don't want to struggle. I don't know if I told you this, but this palette is $67. I don't want to struggle with something that is $67. If somebody gave this to me as a gift, I would enjoy it, appreciate it, and love it. And I love especially this cranberry eye. It doesn't even look allergy-like. I could think it could be stunning with a lot of black eyeliner and black mascara and the right red lip. It could be stunning, but I think they could have done better with this palette. I'm not sure all of these perform that well, and I think there's too many shades that end up feeling like repeats. So unfortunately, Givenchy, I'm going to give this one a thumbs down. I would save my money if I were you for something else. Chanel's coming out with amazing stuff. Tom Ford. I mean, even the Clé de Peau holiday palette, which is outrageously expensive, at least performs beautifully. So I'm saying a no to this one. I love Givenchy, so don't come for me, Givenchy lovers. I do. I love Givenchy, but I just don't love this palette. I don't. So I want to hear what you guys say. That's what makes this a community. You may come to their defense if you would like to. I'm here for it. I'm really happy to hear you. Let me know everything that's on your mind. Like I said, it's what makes us a community. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Like, follow, share. Make sure that you subscribe. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the next video. Bye-bye.